It is time now for us to check in and find out what's going on with the Superintendent of Shelton Schools, Dr. Alex Apostle. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Spencer.
Good morning to you.
Happy to be here today.
Big picture in the Journal, in the sports page of the baseball fields.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You know, I've mentioned this many times before, but based on the passage of the bond, we got $19.5 million in state matching funds, which we're dedicating about $15 million of that to completely renovating our athletic complex at the high school, along with about $4 million that for the new gym at Bordeaux, which Bordeaux has never had a gym, and the other two elementaries have had gyms, which makes it a little difficult. It's made it a little difficult for Bordeaux, but things are moving fast. I'm surprised they're already moving dirt in terms of the fields at the high school, and they're talking about the artificial turf on the infield of the baseball field, and of course it'll be grass in the outfield, but pretty soon here we'll probably be seeing some movement and discussion on the new track and the new soccer football field. A lot of things happening, Jeff.
What have the kids done at Bordeaux up till now, or have they been doing when the weather is so inclement? When it comes to recess and stuff?
It's pretty difficult. It's been very difficult for them. Right now, they've been using the lunchroom for assemblies and everything else, which has made it really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why this gymnasium that's being built is so significant.
Sure.
Because the kids will have a place to go. They can have their programs in the new gym, and they don't have to resort to using just the cafeteria for all those kinds of activities.
Coming up on Tuesday is a open community forum for folks at the Olympic Middle School Commons, November 19th. I think that was a Tuesday.
Yes.
I looked at it, 6 to 7.
Yeah.
A couple of the topics are safety and security and the upcoming 2020 levy that will be on February 11th. So
Correct.
This is an opportunity to talk with you, community members and staff, to talk about this thing.
Right. Well, you know, safety and security, we know what happened in California. There's been 30 shootings in our schools across the country. This is, again, of paramount importance in our school district, as it is in every district. But we've really taken steps in Shelton to really bolster safety and security. But, you know, bad things can happen quickly anywhere, and so we're always on guard. I continually talk with our principals and assistant principals about the fact, you know, keep safety and security front and center. Make sure you've discussed this in a thorough manner with all staff so that staff understand what their role and responsibility is in an emergency situation that goes even beyond a potential shooting, but that's a very important issue in our school district, and I keep hammering away at that every chance I get. And of course, our relationship with the police department is absolutely exemplary. Darren Moody is great to work with, and all the police officers that are assigned to our schools are doing a great job.
We had him on yesterday, and one of the things we talked about was a more turn this conversation a little more positive as we get towards the holiday season and the Shop with a Cop thing that they've got going on,
right,
with the school district and the Walmart and Central Mason Fire, and how they're able to identify some of the kids who in the district may not be able to experience the holidays as the same way other kids are able to, and that just seems, like you were saying, a great partnership and something really
right cool. And great people to work with. They're constantly reaching out to our kids and trying to help and formulate a very positive relationship between our students and the police department. So we're very fortunate.
That's key too when it comes to safety and security. If I know Officer Campbell well for coming on
Paul
here.
Campbell, yes, he's wonderful.
When he gets Lawson, Officer Lawson as well, and everybody involved in school safety and security through the Shelton Police Department, when you can build those, like relationships where it shows that, they've got the badge on, they're police officers, but they're still people. and they build these connections with the kids. The kids feel safer. They feel a little more at ease if they need to share
Absolutely.
something with them, that they know that they're respected. Both sides of the conversation there's respect.
Officer Campbell, Officer Lawson, and of course Darren Moody, they go above and beyond the call of duty to get close to the kids and to formulate the relationship you just mentioned, Jeff. Again, we're very fortunate. We have great people to work with in terms of our police force. In terms of the levy on February 11th, and I'll be talking about that, I'm sure, and later shows here on the radio. It's a very important levy. It's a replacement levy. It has nothing to do with the bond. The bond is for constructing buildings. The levy, basically, it's like a checkbook we all have to run our household, and it's basically just maintaining what we need to maintain so that we can keep going in the direction that we're going. Without that, we would be in trouble. Mm-hmm. But February 11th is a very great and important day for the school district, and historically our community has always stepped up to the plate when it comes to passing a levy. They've done a great job. I think they understand exactly what that levy is all about. I'm scheduled to go out to between 30 and 35 different places to talk about the levy in the next few months. And basically, I'll be trying to distinguish for our community members and our staff the difference between a bond and a levy. There's a huge difference. Mm-hmm. Without the levy, we can't run the schools, basically, on a day-to-day basis.
You can always see the schedule at sheltonschools.org/calendar, and then a reminder before too long, it will be early release and Thanksgiving break as we move into December.
It's unbelievable.
It's hard to believe.
Alex, good to see you.
Have good to see both of you, and have a great weekend.